Have you ever recorded a video, smiled at the camera, maybe even rehearsed your words, but then just couldn't hit that post button? You watched it again, overthought every detail, and eventually just saved it to drafts, where it still sits, quietly forgotten. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Because behind that hesitation lies a powerful psychological story, a story of fear, self-awareness, perfectionism, and the silent pressure of being seen. This video isn't just about social media. It's about the inner world of those who stay unseen, not because they have nothing to show, but because they feel too much in a world that scrolls too fast. So, let's dive deep into the psychology of people who don't post their reels on Instagram. Number 1. The invisible pressure of being seen. We live in a time where visibility equals validation, but some people, the quiet observers, see social media differently. They don't crave the spotlight, not because they're shy, but because they're aware of how fake smiles can hide real pain, aware that every like is often less about appreciation and more about algorithms, aware that the moment they share something personal, it's no longer fully theirs. So they retreat. They choose silence, not out of insecurity, but out of authenticity, because some people don't post to prove. They live to feel. Number 2, the fear of judgment. Here's something psychologists call the spotlight effect. It's the belief that everyone is watching and judging us, when in reality, most people are too busy with their own lives. People who don't post their reels often carry this invisible weight. They replay their clips, overanalyze their voice, their face, their gestures. What if I sound cringe? What if no one likes it? What if they see me differently? But underneath all that fear, there's usually a deeper truth. They've been misunderstood before, they've felt judged for being themselves. And that memory, that sting, stays, so they protect their peace by staying private. Because sometimes silence feels safer than exposure. Number 3, the perfectionism trap. For many, not posting isn't about fear, it's about standards. They want it to be perfect, the lighting, the timing, the tone. But perfectionism is a double-edged sword. It whispers, you're not ready yet. And that yet turns into days, months, even years. Psychologically, perfectionism is rooted in conditional self-worth, the belief that you must earn love and validation by being flawless. They hold back, waiting for the moment when everything feels right. But that moment rarely comes, because the truth is, no one remembers the small mistakes. People remember the emotion, the honesty, the soul. Number 4, the empath's dilemma. Some people don't post their reels not because they're afraid, but because they feel too deeply. They're empaths. They sense the noise, the comparison, the artificial energy that floods the feed. Every scroll drains them a little. Every trend feels forced. Every perfect life they see on the screen reminds them how disconnected social media can be from reality. So they pull back, not to hide, but to heal, because they crave authenticity. And until they can share from a place of truth, they'd rather not share at all. Number 5, the desire for real connection. Ironically, the people who don't post are often the ones who crave connection the most. They just don't want surface-level validation. They want to be understood, deeply, quietly, without filters or facades. They don't need followers. They long for presence. A real conversation, a genuine laugh, someone who sees them without a screen in between. That's why their silence isn't emptiness, it's meaning. It's depth. It's choosing reality over illusion. Number 6, breaking free. But here's the twist. Somewhere deep down, they do want to express themselves. They want to share their art, their thoughts, their truth. They're just waiting for permission from themselves. If that's you, understand this. You don't need to be perfect to be real. You don't need likes to be seen. And you're real, even if it reaches just one soul. Might be the thing that reminds someone they're not alone, because the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs you. Raw, Imperfect and real SO to the ones who don't post their reels. You're not invisible, that you're just authentic in a world obsessed with attention. And that's something rare, something powerful, something worth honoring. If this video spoke to you, don't just like it, feel it. And if you ever decide to share your story, remember, it doesn't have to go viral to matter. It just has to be you.